everybody, and welcome back to another Retro Wednesdays. Joining me always is the the champion,
The
the
reigning,
the reigning
defending, universal retro fantasy football champion of the world.
Matt Johnson.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah,
Thanks, buddy. I
if
appreciate
you
it.
ain't down with that, I
Got
got
two
two
words
words.
for you.
You
Just
want
do
me
it.
to do the Road Dog thing for you?
No, I mean,
I could do. I don't ask me my kids' names half of the time, but I can. I got that memorized for many years.
no, I'm not going to make you do that.
Okay.
I think I've humiliated you enough over the last couple weeks. I don't want to associate you with a dog.
Yeah,
A dog.
Matt Boomer Johnson over here in the 1960s.
Brother, I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life. I literally went from 2-4
To
to 5-4. It's crazy.
well, let's hope you get the luck of the Browns this time.
I hope so. I have a lot of things to say about the city of Cleveland and the Browns. All right? I have a lot of things to say.
I hope you drive right into a fumble.
I've watched a football game one time in Cleveland, and it was
How
very fun until the end.
are they?
I might hate Browns fans more than I do Bills fans at this point.
Wow.
Okay, that's a strong word. There was a lot that were very, very mean to me. I mean, I was in my Colts uniform or Colts jersey,
Your
Philip Rivers.
uniform.
Yeah,
Matt
I
used
was
to
all
play
geared
for the
up. I
Colts.
was like wrestling fans when they show up to it with a
Oh,
title belt. Yeah, I'm in gear, brother. Uh, they were pretty mean to me, and yeah, the Colts lost, and they got kind of what they, whatever happened. But I was like leaving. I was all in peace. Like it was in the middle of COVID, so there was like only 15,000 people there, and I just had to hear people. You're a quarterback. Fucking sucks. Like people just yelling. I'm just like, good game, guys. Like 3, 4 dudes walked up on me when I was like outside the stadium trying to go to my car, and I'm like, good job. Like here's a handshake. Like fuck out of here. What the hell is wrong with you? Bills fans have never done that to me before.
yeah,
And
that
then so,
sounds worse than Bills
and then
fans.
some crackhead who probably can't drive goes, man, you all boys got a long ride to go tonight. Thinking I was going back to Indianapolis, which is probably like 5, 6 hours away from Cleveland.
Is it that far? Oh, Indianapolis. Well, no,
He probably,
I'm true.
yeah, he probably thought we were from Indy because I had cold stuff.
Yeah,
Some
they sound.
crackhead who probably could not drive was like, "Hey, y'all got a long drive tonight," and
I
if the Colts had won, I would have been like, "Well, at least we can drive, crackhead."
they don't allow it. Crackheads in Orchard Park.
No, no, no. Um, but yeah,
Wow.
I am excited to talk about Cleveland.
Tell me how you really feel after all that, though, too.
Sorry,
But they
it
do.
was the
They
sugar rush. It was
honestly.
the peanut M&Ms. It went to my head.
This is coming from a person that despises Bills fans more than Matt does. That they sound worse than Bills fans.
I was actually really upset because their stadium, for being as it's not old, but it's one of the older ones currently because everybody seems to get a new stadium every couple years, right?
Yeah.
Um, it's beautiful. It was really cool to be in that stadium. I literally looked at my dad. I'm like, wow, everybody's so nice here. Everything's so great. And then as soon as the game was pretty much lost. It just came raining down. It was so bad. So you could tell like they maybe wanted to talk shit the whole game,
But
but they just couldn't until they knew. Like they were afraid to start talking because they're the Browns. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But no,
so they wanted to secure the win for. Well, maybe they're a little bit better than Bills fans because Bills fans start talking like right
right
away.
away. Yeah. No, in all seriousness though, like I like Cleveland fans for the most part, they deserve a lot more. That city has been through hell and back sports wise between the OG Browns leaving, which we are not touching any of those players today.
No,
Um, you know, for a while, having LeBron in his stupid The Decision press conference, taking my talents down to South Beach, that sort of thing. Like for a while, it seemed desolate. Like I'm glad that they got to experience that, but like they deserve more. But like this Browns team is not giving them anything worthwhile. Like I, I'm gonna be like I'm currently actively rooting against the Browns because of the way that they sabotaged their team over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, because I sent you that one thing. I don't know if it's true, but the year with Johnny Manziel and Teddy
It's
Bridgewater,
probably true.
and
Not
they,
that Teddy Two Gloves is gonna be like this franchise changing quarterback, but it definitely would have been a lot better than
he's
Johnny Football.
well, Johnny Football said Brian Hoyer screwed over his career.
He seems like a piece of shit.
He does. Who, Brian Hoyer? Or
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
What?
He reminds me of like, and I'm not like telling you this to kind of look down on you, but like you've never been in a pro wrestling locker room
Well, yeah,
or some career backup, bald headed dude who's never done anything in his career except ride somebody else's coattails, or not even that far. Not even that far. Like he's talking down to you. Like he's trying to make you feel bad to save his own job. Like
I get
Brian
what you're
Hoyer
saying.
is like we had this dude in wrestling. His name was the Dusty Taker. All right, and he was an Undertaker.
Is this a, wait a minute, before you even go there, Undertaker Dusty combination?
Yeah, he
Like,
he was dusty as all hell too. But he used to talk like he had been in the business, like he'd done some stuff and things, and people used to look at him like like there were people who just weren't aware. They were like, "Oh yeah, this guy's a grizzled veteran and stuff." He was like 60 years old. Legit came out as the Dusty Taker. I have a video. It's bad. It's really bad. And he was a
so he's
creep.
never. It wasn't even like in the wrestler where
He used
Mickey
to be
Rourke's character,
something.
yeah,
No,
used to be something.
no. This
Like
was
he didn't even like he wasn't even like Barry Horowitz or Barry O type status.
he never. He
Or
was. Had a. He was well. He. I shouldn't give away too much personal information of this man. I'm not going to give his full name, or anything, but he loved the strip clubs and he used to sell tickets to
uh,
strippers all the time. And because he sold a lot of tickets, he used to get put over on people. So he used to wrestle and compete as the Dusty Taker, and yeah, he won. So
all right, well,
all right, where are we going with? Okay, Brian Hoyer. Yeah. Anyways,
yeah, yeah.
yes. So I back to that. Like the way that this team self-sabotaged, the Deshaun Watson move, like they deserve all of the bad press, all of the fans don't deserve this. The organization does. You pushed away Baker Mayfield, love him or hate him. This is,
Yeah.
look what he's doing in Tampa. He's doing some really good things in Tampa Bay. It's hard to root for an organization like that. And for years, I was like, come on. Like, I really want to see this team do good. I would like to live to see this team do good. I was stoked when Baker came out and won his first game against the Jets. I was stoked when Baker led the Browns to the divisional round of the 2020 playoffs and almost beat Kansas City. Ugh. And then they do stuff like that. Ugh. It's infuriating.
It's the curse.
Yeah, it's a curse, all right.
Cursed. Well, let's see if I can break a curse.
Yeah,
As,
yes. You
so,
definitely hoping for it.
yeah.
Because you're
So
on what?
Matt,
Is it a 3-game skid?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
it's bad.
that's
That's bad. Thanks for telling me.
I wanted to bring the listeners
You
up
want
to
to tell me
speed.
about my mother being dead too, right now?
Oh,
I'm pulling her out. I'm just making fun. This is the great thing about our friendship is we can say things like this. You know I'm messing with you.
oh, Jesus Christ. That was a
You're the
line.
only
That was a
person.
line I never wanted to touch on this show, and you hit it.
Who do You're the only person I could probably pull that one off with, where they wouldn't be like, "Hey, don't do that. That's not
All right, so we are. So
nice."
as
We're
a
doing the 99 and up Browns,
that's right.
so we can only draft the new age Browns.
Yeah, the new age out Browns.
Uh,
So they
the
came back in '99. Everybody kind of, I feel like everybody knows the story. After going away in '95 to
Yep.
Baltimore, they came back in '99 with a lot of high hope, high expectations, excitement. I wanted to just kind of glance over the '99 information, if that's okay, just to kind of
No problem.
um, throw people back in a little bit of a loop. All right, so '99. Head coach Chris Palmer. Are you familiar with Chris Palmer at all?
I am
Are
Dallas
you?
Cowboys offensive coordinator. I do believe Chris Palmer.
Ooh, that's pretty good. So I wasn't familiar with them. Uh,
I've,
they finished 2-14 that year. They had the lowest points for. Uh, they had one of the highest points against.
oh
They
yeah,
were like second to last or third. No, they were third to last. Um, let's look at some of their coordinators. Bobby Slowick. That sounds familiar. He was their D coordinator.
he does sound familiar.
He was Chicago. He's a defensive coordinator with Chicago for a long time. Oh,
Uh,
Bobby Slowick is his son, and that
oh,
is is that the Texans
yeah, that's
OC
their
or was it?
OC, or the OC, the next big thing next to Ben Johnson. But then I think they fired him.
They cut him, yeah, because the
Yeah,
offense stunk.
he was supposed to be the next big thing, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, they were like, "Yep,
Uh,
we don't need you anymore."
don't need you. Keith Butler was the linebackers coach. Bill Davis, defensive assistant / linebackers. John Huffnagel,
No,
quarterbacks. I'm waiting for you to correct my pronunciation.
I'm not familiar with them, so you
All right.
say away.
Ray Perkins for the tight ends. Tony,
That's
what's that?
is that former Giants head coach Ray Perkins?
Yeah, let's see. Uh,
There are two Ray Perkins.
hold on. PFR is doing that really nice thing where it's just not working.
Yeah.
He's Giants in Tampa Bay.
Hey, Tampa Bay.
Um, I seen Tony Sperano, who's still he's an offensive quality control. I think he's a
I know that
great
guy.
offensive line coach, or is that maybe the father? I think Sperano
Tony's-
Jr. is still around.
Tony Sperano, unfortunately, is not with us. I do
So it's his
believe.
son. His son was the Colts, I think, offensive line coach or something. And then Ken Weisenhunt was also tight ends coach.
Ken Weisenhunt.
Yeah,
Wisenhunt?
Wisenhunt, maybe.
That's the
That name looks familiar.
uh, Pittsburgh Steelers OC, I believe, and Arizona Cardinals head coach.
Okay. Is that Al Lerner
Lerner,
was
Al
their
Lerner,
owner. Dwight Clark was their
GM and president or something, right?
yeah. So that's the
Wasn't
Browns coming back in a nutshell.
wasn't Carmen Policy part of it too? Because that was supposed to be like a big thing. Because they were like, "Oh, look at this, we got Dwight Clark and Carmen Policy. These guys were with the 49ers in their glory years. We're gonna
I
win."
don't see his name attached to this. Maybe.
Maybe he was like an advisor.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I
Not good enough to be listed on Pro Football Reference.
He was president and minority owner from 19. Geez, he was there for a while, Mister Carmen Policy. From okay, so from the beginning, 1998 to 2004, Carmen Policy was with him.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
we have to figure something, a little aspect out. And I probably should have brought this up before the show because there's different
Ooh,
weeks. Like they didn't have bye weeks.
I was already ahead of you in trying to think of how to do this.
Do you
What do
want
you
to
mean they
just
didn't
go
have
up
bye?
to week 16 on the wheel, or do
We
you
could
want
either
to?
go up. go to week 16 or go up to 17? And if we get week 17, you know what? Let's just go 16 because that'd be easier.
Okay.
That we don't have to figure out how to process everything. Because I was going to say, if we got the last game of the season, say it was like week 17, then it would revert to week 16. So we might as well just go week 16.
Okay, I'm cool with that. Luckily, we don't have to spin to see what year because we're going to be doing it like we do for a lot of the big ones. Like we did for the Bills one, it's going to be pick a year and the player, and then that player is off. You can't take him for any other year, as we have always done. So, all right, you ready to do this thing, bud?
No, but let's go.
Let LFG. All right.
I'm out there like a beer bottle getting thrown at Tim Couch when he got injured.
Oh, is that the Jacksonville game?
I can't remember what game it was. I just know they. That's when they switched to plastic bottles.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, we forgot about the other thing with Cleveland too. Another great Cleveland thing is the Indians when they had 10-cent beer night.
What happened with that?
Oh, horribleness, riots with the Indians. It was bad. It's up there with Disco Demolition Night. Have you ever heard of Disco Demolition Night?
I have no clue what's going on.
Okay. All right. This is baseball. If you're ever in the mood, because I know you like weird history type stuff,
I sure do.
Johnny hates anything not basketball. We all know that, right? um, sorry, I called you out on it, Johnny. But when it comes to sports, you seem to hate everything that's not basketball or Jake Delhomme, who is also eligible to be drafted in this. But
He sure is.
even Johnny was like, "Have you heard of Disco Demolition Night?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Look up Disco Demolition Night if you love sports and sports history and just the wackiness where things just go absolutely sideways and wrong. Check out Disco Demolition Night in Chicago with the White Sox.
Okay. We'll have to give it a look.
I
I'm
don't
sure
want to
you'll
spoil
send me.
it,
I'm
but
sure you'll send me a link at some point if I don't.
yes, I will because
Okay.
I'll force it down your throat.
All right. Champion's choice. I'm going to take
Yeah,
first overall, as I typically like to
yeah.
do. And the first overall pick in the new Cleveland Browns retro fantasy football game is going to be 2022 Nick Chubb.
Nice. Who is no longer with the Browns.
Yeah, he's a free agent. They might get him back. Well, it doesn't sound like they're going to get him back. 1,525 rushing yards, 12 rushing touchdowns. He also not really great in the receiving game, but 27 catches, 239 receiving yards, and 1 receiving touchdown. Yeah, 2022 Nick Chubb, first overall.
Not bad. All right. I've already got mine in there. I'm going to go with my first pick. '07. Give me Braylon Edwards.
Ooh, have fun with that.
Mr. Edwards had 80 catches for 1,289 yards and 16 touchdowns. I will have fun with that.
I had him before, and it was not fun, so so
Oh, yeah. Damn it. You did, didn't you?
yeah.
And if my computer is going to work properly,
That is a really good year, though.
it's too good not to.
Hopefully, for your sake, that you don't get the week that we landed on. Should I read the week that we landed on? So
Yeah, it's week 10.
yeah, it's
It's
week
week
10.
10.
All right, well maybe we'll get
It's
lucky.
week 10. I remember week 10 of the '07 season very
All
well.
right, you don't
Because
got.
guess who was on a bye? Every single one of my players.
That's right.
Uh,
That's right.
I'm gonna go with.
That was a great episode.
That was a great episode. We at least no assassination talks in these next 2 episodes that I know of.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
I'm gonna go with Mr. Lightning in a Bottle himself for my RB1, Mr. Peyton Hillis.
Oh, very good. What year? It's 2011,
Uh,
right?
2010.
2010.
Yep. Ran for 1,177 yards, 11 touchdowns. Why did I make my screen small? 2010, 61 receptions for 477 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Very good.
So those are my guys.
All right. I'm going to go wide receiver 1.
I think I know who you're going with.
Yeah. I hope this works out.
I was scared. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. It's a bold. We were just talking about dodgeball too. And I'm gonna say it. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how this plays out for him.
This man has the high is receiving yards total in a single season for the Cleveland Browns. Josh Gordon from 2013. All right. In that year, 87 receptions, 1,646 receiving yards, and 9 receiving touchdowns. He also has 88 yards on the ground, so that's cool. 2013, Josh Gordon. All right. And
Prime picks in there.
it's not bad. It's not bad. There are,
It's
we've been
actually
making
not
fun of him. It's actually a really good group of people. Ooh, I kind of like. Well, hold on. Where is this
Who
guy?
will we go with? Who?
Well, there's a certain guy that is like not showing up at
Here's
all.
a guy. Okay, Chris Collinsworth.
Here's a guy.
Here's a guy. Need the
I
Madden
guess it's an
teleprompter.
okay. I guess it's an okay year. I'm not gonna take him then. I'm not gonna take him. I'm going to take my tight end 1, 2015 Gary Barnage.
Damn it.
79 catches, 1,043 receiving yards, and 9 receiving touchdowns. I had him in fantasy, and he was damn good. And I have no
completely-
idea what happened to him. I think he went to Baltimore after. Nope.
I don't know where he went to.
No, he played in 2016 and then he just stopped. Did he rush it all? No. Okay. Gary Barnage, 2015. Andrew, you are up.
All right. I'm not falling for that one again. Where do I want to go? Not a big fan of this guy, but I'm going to take him over the probably other choice at quarterback. I'm going to go with 2020 Baker Mayfield. Please don't let me down, Baker. Please don't let me down. Oh, please. Please. I will take back everything I say if Baker Mayfield wins this for me. And if you, as Matt knows, I've said a lot about Baker Mayfield. Good old Bake here. How did they get rid of this guy? 3,563 yards, 26 TDs, and 8 INT. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Like, wow. It's like when they got rid of Koza. Can't get rid of Koza. I'm going to hit. I got my wide receiver 2.
Oh, this sucks so bad.
He said this sucks. uh, love this guy when he came out of good old Cuse. I'm going to go with 2001 Kevin Johnson. I even had this man's jersey.
2001 Kevin Johnson for what position? I'm sorry.
Wide
Two.
receiver 2, as I accidentally wrote him into the wrong spot.
Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson. He had 84 catches for 1,097 yards and 9 touchdowns. He made that. If you've ever seen the highlight where he made the catch against the Saints, I think to win their first game in '99 or something,
Oh, the
beat him
Hail
in
Mary.
overtime. Yeah, that's Kevin Johnson, number
Oh,
85.
that's cool. Okay.
Number 1 in your heart, number 85 in your program.
All right. Well, I guess I have no choice. Um, I'm going to take Buffalo Bills legend Derek Anderson from 2007 as my quarterback one. I
I was
once
looking.
paid to go to a Monday Night Football game between the Bills and Patriots, and Josh Allen was hurt, and Derek Anderson was quarterback one. And it was the worst game I've ever seen. It was one of the worst games I've ever seen.
Derek Anderson is like the definition of pocket passer. He's one of those guys. Isn't he
Uh,
like 6'6"? He's like crazy.
he was good at one point. Um,
He had that shootout with him and Roethlisberger, wasn't it that year?
he might have. We're gonna find out. So '07, Derek Anderson, 3,787 passing yards, 29 passing touchdowns, 19 INTs. Put him in the Hall of Fame. Take out Joe Namath. Uh, on the rushing wise,
He's
he
not
had
running.
he had 70 rushing yards and 3 rushing
Really?
touchdowns. Yep. So
That's crazy.
I'll take it. Ooh, these backup
That's.
quarterbacks are gonna be bad.
Oh crap! I didn't even think about that.
It's gonna be so bad.
I'm just taking 86 Bernie Kosar. You can't.
Not
I don't
allowed.
care.
Not
I'll take
allowed.
the 0. I'll take the zeros. I'll give you 86 Bernie Kosar, and you could have what year the Brian Snipe win the 1980 Brian Snipe.
That's the trade off.
Yeah,
Oh fudge! This is
I'm gonna
this
take.
is not great, my friend.
It's not a whole lot out there.
All right, I'm gonna go RB2. Staying in 2007. I'm gonna take Jamal Lewis.
Damn it! He had a
Two,
really good year that year.
yeah, yeah, he's pretty not bad. Baltimore Ravens legend, Jamal Lewis. All right, 1,304 rushing yards, 9 rushing touchdowns. He also had 30 catches for 248 receiving yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. So there it is, RB2, Jamal Lewis.
All right, I'm gonna. I'm gonna go flex. So I feel like I gotta make a grab here. I'm gonna go with another Buffalo Bills legend. 2022.
Hmm.
Amari Cooper.
Mari Cooper. All right.
Might be bad, but I don't like the games played. Shit, I should have went the other route. All right, let's see if this plays off for me. Plays good. 1,160 yards and 9 touchdowns for Mr. Cooper.
All right.
Then I'm gonna go. Don't leave this man alone in a room. Kellen Winslow.
Oh, Jesus.
It, there's really nothing else out there for tight end either. Once again, '07. Was it? That
You're
was
going.
probably
You're going '07.
yeah.
Okay.
Kellen Winslow Jr. Yeah, '07. Oh crap! I was like, wow, those are really good stats, but I clicked on Kellen Winslow.
Oh, with the dad.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go '07. 1,106 yards receiving and 5 touchdowns.
All right.
I think I jumped the gun here.
Okay. I'm gonna go wide receiver. You're done, right? That was that.
That was yeah.
There's your second. Okay.
Winslow and Cooper.
Okay. I'm gonna go 2016 for my wide receiver too. Terrell Pryor, who that year had 77 catches for 1,007 receiving yards, 4 receiving touchdowns. He also had 21 yards on the ground for 1 rushing touchdown and 41 passing yards. I was really
Ooh.
hoping it was going to play out a little bit better than that, but I'm like, I need a receiver. If I can get some passing yards in or some passing stats, will be a-okay. But no, that wasn't to be. He was not really used as a passer after Cleveland, I guess.
No, after the Raiders.
Or after the Raiders, that's what I meant.
Yeah. That guy was so hyped. So
Pryor.
hyped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was like the #1 athlete coming out of high school.
Um,
Just so hyped.
all right, and then my flex, I'm gonna take 2024 Jerry Judy. Wait, can I do that? He didn't get traded, right? Mid-season?
No,
No, he was.
he,
Okay, it was before this. I just wanted to make sure.
he was. Wasn't he the one that was supposed to get traded, but supposedly the Jets owner's teenage son
Oh yeah,
said he had a bad Madden rating, so they were
yeah.
like, "Don't trade for him."
I think that's the one. Jerry Judy in 2024, so our most modern player, 1,229 receiving yards, 90 receptions, 4 receiving touchdowns. So that's his only flaw, but those receptions are quite helpful.
Yeah, this is it. New York Times. Jets owner Woody Johnson veto trade for Jerry Judy. Nixed the idea trade over. Uh, nixed the idea over Judy's player rating in Madden, according to multiple team and league sources.
That's insane.
Uh,
That's insane.
so I need an RB2. All right, I'm gonna go with this guy because I feel like he's the safest bet. There looks like there's maybe probably other better players, but he actually played all 16 games. I'm gonna go with 2016 Isaiah Cromwell.
Oh, I liked Isaiah Crowell. 2016.
Yep.
I had him in fantasy. I think in 2016, he was pretty good. I think he ended up going to the Jets afterwards too.
Yeah, it was his final year in 2018. He didn't hit 1,900, but he played in all 16 games. That's what I'm really looking at here. 952 yards, 7 touchdowns. Uh, I remember him being a decent flex player all the time.
Yeah.
40 receptions for 319 yards.
All right. Very good.
And I'm going to go with wide receiver 3. Give me 2019 Jarvis Landry.
2019 Jarvis Landry. right.
Mr. Landry had 83 catches for 1,174 yards and 6 touchdowns. And rushing 10 yards.
All right. Isaiah Crowell and Jarvis Landry.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to go to backup tight end, and I'm going to take
Ooh.
2023 David Njoku. 81 catches, 882 receiving yards, and 6 receiving touchdowns. So 2023 David Njoku. He was the other guy I was looking for. I felt like he had a much bigger year somewhere along the lines here, but apparently not. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be a minute. I gotta pick a quarterback now. This is terrible.
You got many choices.
Who picked this topic?
This is I this sounds crazy, but I'm almost looking at this might be worse than the Bills.
Oh, it's way worse. And there's more. There's a longer time frame. There's 26 seasons, 25 seasons of this. We only had to cover 17 for the Bills. Holy God dang. This is awful. I almost feel bad for what I'm going to be leaving you with if I take a certain individual.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta keep your winning streak alive.
I do. Oh my God.
Like there's quarterbacks to pick from.
Oh, there's a lot of quarterbacks to pick from. There's a lot of those.
It's just only 2 really good ones that they've had.
Oh my God.
And the one they casted off for another guy. That's horrible now, and now they're trying to figure out what they're doing at quarterback.
I'm going to take 2001 Tim Couch.
01 Timmy Couch.
01 Timmy Couch. A jersey I've seen at Bills games far too many times.
I forgot. Can't do the Tim Couch thing.
Yeah, 3,040 passing yards. 17. Oh God, Joe Namath numbers. 17 touchdowns, 21 interceptions.
Is that it?
Hold on, I'm just getting there. 2001. 128 rushing yards. He also has a reception for minus 10 yards. So
I was gonna say
it cancels that out.
You shouldn't say rushing yards; it should be running for his life yards.
Yeah, that too. I once messaged Tim Couch. I said some nice things to him on Instagram, and then I tried to get him to come on my podcast. Oop, and he said nah.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you very much for Richmond Webb and Steven when we were doing the 2-point.
Oh,
Thank you guys for taking the time out and doing an interview with us.
yeah, we had some good folks there. Good folks.
Oh, and what's his name? The Albanian-born football player. He was a great He was a great interview.
Yeah, I had some nice conversations with him. Was that it for? Yeah.
I think you and Brian did one, right? With JT O'Sullivan.
Yeah, that was a good time. That
And
was a good time.
you and Kyle had a Patriot, right?
Adrian Waddle while he was in Buffalo. Yeah.
Guessing that one didn't go so well.
No, it was good. He was actually really nice to us. We ended up sending him and his then wife T-shirts, and she actually posted one on Twitter.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
What's not sweet is what you left me with.
Yeah, I told you.
I'm gonna probably go running back. I don't want to, but then I feel like it's the best option.
Yeah, you got QB2, RB3, tight end 2.
Give me 2012 Trent Richardson.
Colts legend.
He's the backup. So
Well, he
this
was
is
actually
another,
pretty good in 2012, right? Like he was good,
yeah.
and
That's
then
why
that's why they traded a first round draft pick for him.
it's the only trade where the Colt or where not, the Browns probably didn't lose.
Oh yeah, they did, but they did it because they probably did
Yeah.
nothing with that first round pick.
No,
But
they used it on Johnny Manziel.
oh well, there you go.
So maybe it's a wash.
It's a wash.
2012 Trent Richardson, 950 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 51 receptions for 367 yards and a touchdown. There's that.
Y'all got a fire drill going on over there?
I don't think so. I just heard that. I no, I think Vivid's messing with me though because they want me to buy new equipment. And
Oh,
I'm not doing their scam. Uh, like this scam going on.
I can't wait to see these scores.
Oh my god, I gotta pick a quarterback because you already have your tight end, so I don't have to worry. Well, you already got.
I have everything except RB3 and wide receiver 3.
I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off.
You're taking
Uh,
Brian Hoyer, aren't you?
no, worse. Deshaun Kaiser.
Oh, I like Deshaun Kaiser.
I think
2015,
this
right?
is
2016 or right?
2017 Kaiser.
2017. That was the 16-0 year. Or 0-16 year.
I don't think he got a chance.
No, he
Most
didn't.
of these
He
guys.
didn't. Future Colts backup quarterback. I think. Maybe. Or
Was
maybe
he
that was
practice
Brett.
squad?
Maybe that was Brett Huntley. No, that was Brett Huntley. Never mind.
Yeah, I liked him too. Let's see. Oh, jeez. As Matt would say, Namath numbers. 2,894 yards passing. That is not the Namath number. 11 touchdowns to 22 INTs.
Hmm.
Not the best. Rushing, though, he did have 419 yards rushing for 5 touchdowns.
That's pretty good, though.
That's a positive.
That's a good thing. That is a step in the right direction.
That's a positive.
And yeah, just think that whole Deshaun Kaiser experience led you to Baker Mayfield, led the Browns to Baker Mayfield. So, all
And
right,
then they casted him away.
yeah, they sure did. All right, moving on. My running back 3 from 2005, Ruben Drones.
Ooh, forgot
Uh,
about him.
let's see, not a great touchdown guy. I will say that. In 2005, 1,232 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. He also, this is nice, 39 catches for 369 receiving yards. So Ruben Drones, 2005. And then,
Wide receiver.
yeah, we got to take a wide receiver.
OBJ.
I'm actually thinking about it. Yeah, why not? 2019 Odell Beckham Jr. Odell. I'm sure he's going to put up the same historic numbers for me as he did for you. Psych.
Thank you for bringing back Psych.
You're welcome. 74 catches, 1,035 receiving yards, and 4 receiving touchdowns. He also had 3 rushes for 10 yards. So, OBJ 2019 is my final selection.
And mine, for my tight end 2, I'm going to go with 2010 Ben Watson. 68 receptions, 763 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
All right.
Let's spin the wheel and see what we got going on.
Okay. I'm going to take off week 17 because we agreed just to do weeks 1 through 16. All right. Control.
While Matt's spinning the wheel, remember if you want to know about our scoring, it will be at the bottom in the description of how we score each one of these.
Week 7.
Week 7.
What's the over-under on how many players we got out on bye weeks? All right. Yes. So we got some tallying to do. All right. We got some scores to run up. So we'll be right back in just a moment. All right. We are back. And based on the sound effects that Andrew has generated, I know what's going through my mind. This is the most Cleveland Browniest, not Browniest, but no, it could be Browniest, I guess. Retro fantasy football game we have done so far. How you feeling?
Can we go back to the 60s? I'd rather go back to the 1920s. With my first pick, I take Fitz Pollard of the Akron Pros.
Yeah, this is bad, dude. This is historically bad. I never thought I'd get into one of the situations that I did today. I never thought I'd get into that. I did. I don't know. I'm like you said, I'm excited to take off next week. I'm very excited to take off next week.
This showed so much promise. So much promise.
Same. I just damn. All right, let's get this over with. You know the deal. Andrew already mentioned scoring is in the description. Please look it up. Andrew, your quarterbacks.
All right, so my QB1 was Baker Mayfield. In week 7 of 2020, threw for 297 yards, 5 touchdowns, and an INT, giving me 49.7 points.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then my QB2, 2017 Deshaun Kaiser, got me 3 points. But we don't count that because we got the good points out of Baker Mayfield.
That's right.
How D-Rock do?
Oh, brother, it was a great week. So my quarterback 1, 2007, Derek Anderson. Bye.
Yeah.
So now I had to go to QB2, Tim Couch, who I was really reluctant to pick him up as well. 2001, Tim Couch. Bye.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay, I know where you're going because I'm looking at mine now.
All right, running backs.
All right. Running backs. Let's do this. So I had 2010 Peyton Hillis. He did have 13 yards passing, but it doesn't count because it's got to hit 15. I just wanted to throw that in there with the 13 passing yards because that's a pretty cool stat.
Yeah.
He did run for 69 yards.
Nice.
A touchdown, and had 1 reception for 1 yard, giving me 14.9 points. My running back 2, Isaiah Crowell, ran for 63 yards, had a touchdown, 3 receptions for 16 yards, giving me 16.9 points.
Damn.
And then 2012 Trent Richardson, 3.9.
Yeah. All right. My running backs, 2022 Nick Chubb, 91 rushing yards for 9.1 points. 1 rushing touchdown for 6 points. He had 2 receptions, 2 points for 16 receiving yards, 1.6. 18.7 points for Nick Chubb.
Doing good.
RB2, 2007 Jamal Lewis. Bye.
Yeah.
Going into RB3, Ruben Drones. Yeah, I wrote his name really bad. Should probably clear that up a little bit. 2005 Ruben Drones, 100 rushing yards for 10 points, 2 receptions for 2 points, and 9 receiving yards for 0.9. Oh, and he had a fumble. 10.9 points.
Okay. I'm going to make this real easy for everybody. When it comes to wide receivers, 07 Braylon Edwards, bye. 01 Kevin Johnson, bye.
Wait, what? You had
What?
Your starters had buys?
2019 Jarvis Landry, bye.
All 3 of your wide receivers had buys?
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Just dashes next to their names. That's what I was rechecking to see if they really all had buys.
This is terrible.
They all had buys. Every last one of them. Even 2019.
Wow.
So that made it easy.
Yeah, the math went by really quickly.
Yeah.
But hey, Braylon Edwards continuing to disappoint us. He's the new Jerry Rice.
Oh.
Just a universal disappointment. Okay, my wide receivers. 2013 Josh Gordon, 2 catches, 21 yards, 4.1 points. Wide receiver 2, Terrell Pryor, 2016, 2 catches, 18 receiving yards, 3.8 points. Wide receiver 3, 2019 Odell Beckham Jr. Bye.
At least you got points. All right.
Okay.
Uh,
I just want to let you know that this game has been over for many, like after listening to you read off, this game's already over. I just want you to know that. It's been over since your RB1 and mostly since your QB1.
Wait a minute. Wait. Maybe I have a chance.
It's over.
Oh yeah, it is over because
It's over.
This is
It's over.
tight end.
This is just entertainment now. I'm just entertaining the masses. See? I'm handling losing really good, everybody.
Tight end.
Fuck!
Tight end 1, 07 Kellen Winslow. Bye. 2010. Oh man, I already clicked off of it. I didn't even give myself a chance. That's how depressed I was. I had 2010 Ben Watson. You know what? I'm not even going to read off his stats. He had 2.8 points. There's no point in reading off the stats. If you have 2.8 points, you don't get your stats read.
I love that we're going into our own bye week.
Oh wait, no, I'm on. No, yeah, it's tight end and then flex is after. Okay.
All right, my tight end 1.
How'd Gary do?
Gary Barnidge from 2015, 6 catches, 101 receiving yards, 16.1 points. My backup, 2023 David Njoku, 10.4 points. And it's double hurt because it was that game against the Colts where they should have lost, but they called some bad penalties. But so yeah, that's what I got going on. All right, on your flex.
Oh yeah, I can. So let's see. Flex 2022. Amari Cooper. Wish I would have traded him for a first round pick. Actually, it wasn't too bad. 3 catches for 74 yards, giving me 10.4 points.
Nice. All right, my flex 2024 Jerry Jeudy, 1 catch, 18 yards.
Whew.
2.8 points.
You don't read their stats if they get 2 points.
Wait, what?
I'm just making fun of because what I said about Ben Watson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I probably should have just did it.
Everything back that I ever said about you. I don't win without Baker. 94.7.
I would have won with Baker.
Yeah.
You said
Baker was the difference
You
maker.
said 94.7.
Yep. Baker was the difference maker.
I should have took him instead of Gary.
I wasn't I
I
wasn't
took Gary
sure.
before him.
I take everything back about Baker.
Oh.
He broke the losing streak. Baker, you're a great guy. Boomer sooner.
All right. Well,
Uh
we are all. Hold on. I'm back. My mic went out. You can't hear? Okay. Am I back? Hello? Anything? Hello? Hello?
you're in.
Okay. That's what she said. Uh,
Who
all right.
don't ever just stop with
What?
these bad team drafts.
No, that's the fun in it. You know what, though? This is the worst one we've ever had. For us to be this is our 10th game. We're back to 500 apiece. For this to be our worst one, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. It is what it is. It's got to be a roller coaster ride, right? We can't appreciate the highs until we see the lows.
So many buys.
I had a good run, and I handled it poorly. I was a poor sport,
Whoa.
and this is what I get. This was karma.
Was this foreshadowing for us? Because next week we're on a buy.
I think so. Yeah. So you had 4 buys. I had 4 buys.
Yeah.
Yep. Unbelievable.
And Baker won the game.
And Baker won the game. Imagine that, Cleveland. All right. Do you know what you want to do for when we come back in 2 weeks, or do you want to sit and wait on it? Is there a decade you're yearning for?
Oh. Let's go. What's a decade that'll piss you off?
All of them, except the 60s.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I don't
let's
like
go-
the 80s. I didn't like the 80s.
I don't. I want to say the 80s, but I don't want to deal with 82 or 87.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna have to eventually.
Yeah, for a friend of ours, let's go with the 80s. And
The 1980s. Back in
yes.
the 1980s, Coke it.
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice. All right, excellent. So when we return in 2 weeks, we will be doing the 1980s once again, where Andrew is 1-0 from 1987. Actually, 1987 Week 9. So, so that's something to look forward to. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you check out Eat Sleep List every single Monday and Friday on our YouTube channel. I got to start plugging it in the description for you all to follow. Those who do, thank you. Those who don't, please come on over. It's a good time. When this episode drops, we're doing the NHL jersey list this upcoming Friday, and the previous Monday list was childhood dream jobs. So, so there's that. So lots more to come up.
Matt's got some of the best thumbnails. I'm normally turned off by many thumbnails, but I got to say you got the best.
Do you think so? I work hard on those.
I really really enjoy your thumbnails.
Thank you.
Like when I see them, it brings a smile to my face. Like it's like,
like
everybody else
you
is
like thumbnails.
Everything else is like, I don't know, like sad mad face and like
I hate this. Like, I know what you're talking about. Like, there's this weird, like everybody does it. Like, all the best YouTube pages have the stupidest looking thumbnails.
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's like clickbaity. Like, I guess that's the point, but I don't know.
You know who's getting super clickbaity?
Who?
Maven.
Yeah.
Not it.
Yeah, that's for sure. I haven't listened to his in a while since the just incredible expose.
Oh yeah.
Um,
That's the last time I listened to it too, and I was like, I think I'm just done with this guy.
yeah. Uh, Also, we reminded you last week the Nostalgia Funhouse podcast is on a new
Yes.
feed. You can seek it out in Apple Podcasts. It's update Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Once again, we've backlogged episodes back up to episode 121. So there's plenty of stuff to listen to. If you have not, we're slowly but surely getting everything kind of back up the way it's meant to be. I believe Andrew drops them every Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday typically. So make sure you go check that out.
And it looks like we are slowly. I'm thinking getting back there on YouTube as well.
So the
So
feed worked out good. The feed I sent you.
yeah, I think so. I was looking at the podcast thing. So I'm not. Whoop, that's not good. I accidentally clicked on a whole episode.
Oh,
But yeah, I think it's getting there as well.
okay. Very good.
Whoop, there's Matt's voice.
There's my voice.
Uh, but that is it. And with that being said, what may not be nostalgia for you may be nostalgia for some.